Hit by extreme rains and floods, Kerala has once again raised the Mullaperiyar Dam issue. The Mullaperiyar Dam, built in 1895 over the Periyar River in Kerala, is managed by Tamil Nadu, and this has been the source of several tussles over the years. Kerala says the 126-year-old dam poses a danger to its residents, while Tamil Nadu argues that it serves as a lifeline for its farmers. With neither side giving an inch, the legal battle has been going on for decades. The tension between the two neighbours has also been fueled by politicians and the media, in particular Kerala television news channels, who have often resorted to doomsday predictions. So what is the solution to this age-old dispute? And can a new dam really solve the conflict? Or will it hurt both Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the long run? Like many present-day conflicts, the genesis of this one too stems from colonial times. But before we go into the history, a quick reminder to become a member of the Newsminute community by clicking on the link in the description below. We cannot do stories like this which take time, effort and resources without your support. Also remember to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Now back to our brief history lesson, and of course we will discuss an alternate solution to the problem towards the end of this video. The Mullaperiyar Dam was built back in 1895 by this man and was given on lease for 999 years to the British-ruled Madras Presidency by the Maharaja of Travancore. The purpose of the dam was to divert waters of the Periyar River to the rain-shadow region of southern Tamil Nadu. A tunnel brings the water to the Kerala-Tamil Nadu border, and from there it flows into the Vaigai Dam. This man-made diversion is a lifeline for farmers in the southern districts of Tamil Nadu. The state later went on to build a hydropower project to generate electricity. In 1970, an agreement was signed between the two states. Tamil Nadu was given rights to the land and water from the dam, and in return would pay rent to Kerala. But in 1979, Kerala claimed that a minor earthquake caused cracks in the dam, triggering safety concerns. The Central Water Commission stepped in and recommended that Tamil Nadu carry out strengthening works. And to facilitate this, the water levels to be reduced to 136 feet from the full capacity of 152 feet. Since then, Tamil Nadu has been demanding that the water levels be restored to 152 feet, its full storage capacity. Kerala, however, says that the Mullaperiyar Dam has outlived its lifespan of 50 years and that it has shown signs of structural flaws. Kerala also argues that in the event of dam failure, the lives of millions will be at stake. It has been demanding that the existing dam be decommissioned and a new dam be built in its stead. Tamil Nadu, however, said that it will not give up its rights over the Mullaperiyar Dam, and it has also rejected the proposal for a new dam. Both states went to court with a legal battle going on for years. To cut a very long story short, in 2006 and in 2014, the Supreme Court allowed Tamil Nadu to raise the water levels to 142 feet and also rejected Kerala's demand for a new dam. The Apex Court also suggested that the union government set up a committee to monitor the dam's safety. Now, years later, the matter is in court once again. This time, Kerala has argued that given that the state has witnessed unprecedented rains and floods, the water levels of the dam should not go above 139 feet. It has once again proposed the dam be decommissioned and a new one be built, but only after Tamil Nadu's consent. But is a new dam really the only solution to this problem? And will it serve the interests of both Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the long run?
Construction of a new dam before Idiki and after this one, Mullaperiyar Dam, I mean it's ridiculous, because it's going to result in a huge area under inundation. That area is already very, very vulnerable, and you know what happened in 2018 floods because of the over occupation, over deforestation of the Western Ghats. I mean, you saw a lot of landslides happening. So when you're going to construct one more dam, which is going to cause lots of area under deforestation, is going to really it amounts to inviting more misery and more disasters. I don't think that is a reasonable solution and good solution and ecologically sound solution.
So what then is the best solution for both states?
What you should do is maintain the water level at the Mullaperiyar Dam at about say not 140 or 142. I mean, keep it at a bare minimum of something like 125 to 130 feet, in which the dam remains safe, and at that level keep drawing water towards Tamil Nadu through what is called the balancing reservoirs. So take the water through the canals and then store water in a series of balancing reservoirs. Those balancing reservoirs, not big ones, smaller ones, in the Tamil Nadu part of the area, and these balancing reservoirs can store water. And once you do that, I think the dam is kept safe, and at the same time Tamil Nadu will get water.
But these solutions are in no way new. Back in 2013, experts had written to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh with these very suggestions. But there has been a lack of political will on all sides, ensuring that there has been no real resolution in sight for the Mullaperiyar conflict. Until this changes, the people of Kerala and Tamil Nadu will not only have to deal with the effects of climate change, but will also have to live their lives at the mercy of politicians and court orders.